Hello, welcome to Telecom Weekly, your flagship program on telecom and ICT. Telecom Weekly aims at educating, informing and updating you with the latest trends, issues, news and developments in the telecom and ICT sectors, particularly in Nigeria. The program is sponsored by the telecom regulator, the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. Once again, welcome. I am your host, Oluwatobi Enito. Coming up in this edition, employees show unwavering commitment as the NCC observes Business Continuity Awareness Week. Telecom regulator conveys support towards the revolutionization efforts of the hospitality industry in Nigeria. Also in this edition, we bring to you a progress report on 22 years of global system for mobile communications, popularly known as GSM, operations in Nigeria. For further information on these stories, please stay with us.
On NCC Telecom Weekly, we bring you innovations, trends, policies, and stakeholders redefining all sectors of our economy today. Here, you will see the actors, policymakers, and creativity that will shape your mind and businesses for growth in line with today's reality. Join us every Monday on NTA Network, 10 p.m. and every Friday on Radio Nigeria FRCN Network, 8 p.m. NCC, Connecting Nigeria.
Employees must know their roles and what is expected of them in the event of a disruption to operations. In addition, it is important to cultivate a culture where business continuity is built in the organization. This came to the fore as the NCC marked its maiden edition of the Business Continuity Awareness Week.
Professor Umar Garuba Dambata, Executive Vice Chairman, Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), has re-emphasized the need for professionalism as the Commission joins the rest of the world to celebrate the maiden Business Continuity Management Awareness Campaign. The campaign, with the theme "Embracing the Challenges of Resilience," is aimed at improving the knowledge base of employees towards achieving organizational objectives and ensuring best global practices on risk management and corporate governance. In his keynote address delivered by Barrister Deleke Adeolu, Executive Commissioner Stakeholder Management, the EVC said the Commission proactively set up a risk management unit, an initiative that underscores the importance of business continuity management to the organization.
Business Continuity Management, BCM, is the foundation upon which we build our resilience as an organization. It encompasses a comprehensive approach to identifying risks, developing strategies, and establishing protocols that allow us to withstand any disruptions and to quickly restore our operations. It ensures that we are prepared to safeguard the interests of our stakeholders, including network operators and other licensees, employees, consumers, and other interest groups and stakeholders in terms of uncertainty.
He stressed that the Commission promotes the culture of business continuity management as part of its unrelenting resolve to reduce possible risks from such areas as cybersecurity, global inflation, and disruptive technologies, amongst others.
The Business Continuity Awareness Week is a global event, and this year the theme is Embracing the Challenges of Resilience. This theme is designed to enable us focus on various areas in the resilience discipline. For instance, since the COVID-19 global pandemic, there have been different degrees of disruptions from various factors, such as the rise in inflation, supply chain disruptions, as well as cybersecurity attacks. All of these negatively impact organizational and national performance. As a global ecosystem, we are at a point where unprecedented challenges and rapidly evolving technologies in the ICT sector play a vital role in connecting the world, driving economic growth, and enabling communication across borders. However, with this great responsibility comes the need to ensure uninterrupted service delivery, safeguard against disruptions, and protect the interests of all stakeholders.
Also, Engineer Austin Nwanule, Director Zonal Operations NCC, stressed the need for continuous display of professionalism among staff for greater output and corporate sustainability.
Today, we have gathered not only in recognition of the importance of business continuity management, but also to create awareness of the role that every staff member of the Commission must play in ensuring both personal and organizational resilience. Each one of us must recognize that we have an instrumental role to play in ensuring that telecommunications services continue to thrive despite whatever challenges the industry may encounter. Management will therefore continue to count on your hard work, innovation, professionalism, and commitment in sustaining the connectivity that keep our society functioning.
Earlier, Kelechi Nwakwo, Head Corporate Planning and Risk Management (NCC), highlighted the need for business continuity plans while stressing that the Commission is preparing itself for workplace resilience by putting in place measures to avert workplace threats and minimize risk.
The business continuity plan will ensure organizations are resilient, adapting to both planned and unplanned changes that may result. The Commission has commenced the development and implementation of an enterprise resource management framework and the necessary applications to drive it. This has demonstrated our readiness to adequately sustain the growth and development in the telecommunications industry. As part of this leadership, the Commission had published the Disaster Recovery Guidelines, which applies to all communication network facilities and service providers in Nigeria.
Dr. Orlando Olumide Odejide, CEO, Training Heights Limited, discussed the importance of continuity to manage unforeseen situations like the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, even as he cautioned that organizations that neglect business continuity processes are at risk of going into extinction owing to the world's changing dynamics.
Business continuity is really about resilience. It's that thing that allows an organization to prepare for, should I say, negative, unforeseen type of circumstances. So you will see that COVID did come and it happened to a lot of organizations, and for a lot of people they were completely unprepared. And the thing that made them unprepared was because they didn't have a business continuity plan in place. They never did envisage some kind of 0-day type situation where everybody is at home, nobody can go to work and things like that. So you find out for some organizations who actually prepared for a day like that, despite and in spite of COVID, they were still able to run their business, they were still able to make revenue, they were still able to make all their obligations. However, for organizations that did not prepare for such, it was a big problem. So that's what business continuity does for an organization. It really just allows them to get ready that if something goes off, some staff is not available, some facility is not available, some location is not available, or some system is not available, they're still able to conveniently and comfortably run their business.
Mr. Usman Mala, Director Human Capital, and Mr. James Carlo, Head Internal Audit, spoke to Telecom Weekly on the importance of the event.
It's very, very important for the operations of the Commission, and we are here to continue to do the enlightenment for our colleagues to prepare for eventualities that is unexpected, that will not hinder our operations, that will continue to make us relevant in our business of regulating the telecom industry.
It's equally important that we gather people and communicate the plans of NCC in case we run into such interruptions. So I believe what the corporate planning department is doing today is what we ought to do to make sure that if we get into such situations, we will be able to get out of it. First, we have to identify the critical areas of our business, because I believe that is the area we'll first concentrate on to make sure that we bounce back.
The hybrid event had wide participation by members of staff of the NCC, displaying the unwavering commitment towards ascending to the heights of organizational excellence.
Making hospitality great again was the theme of the Hospitality Business Summit, organized by the Telecom Synergy Limited, which recently held in Lagos. At the event, NCC says there is the need for the hospitality industry to leverage on the telecommunications sector for better service delivery.
As the global economy continues to evolve, the expectations and demands of consumers are on the increase. It is against this backdrop that the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) displayed its commitment towards supporting the revolutionized hospitality industry in Nigeria through technology-driven services. The NCC conveyed this at the Hospitality Business Summit in Lagos, organized by Telecom Synergy Limited. The summit was a gathering of stakeholders with the aim of exploring new ideas, innovation, and revolutionized approach to meet the evolving needs of modern travelers and rewriting the rules of hospitality. In his keynote speech, Mr. Adeleke Adeolu, the Executive Commissioner, Stakeholder Management (NCC), represented by Ayabanji Ojo, Deputy Director, Consumer Affairs Bureau, addressed the theme of the event, which is making hospitality great again, as he stated the critical role played by telecommunications in the hospitality industry.
We must prioritize the customer experience in an era where technology has empowered consumers with abundant choices. Exceptional service is no longer a luxury. It is an expectation. From the moment the guests interact with our brand to the moment they check out, they must strive to create memorable experiences that exceed their expectations. By understanding their preferences, leveraging data-driven insight, and personalizing interactions, we can forge long-lasting connection with our guests. Secondly, sustainability must be at the heart of our ambitions. As patriotic citizens, we have a responsibility to protect our country and ensure the well-being of future generations. The hospitality industry has a significant impact on the environment, from energy consumption to waste generation.
While stressing the need for collaborations and partnership with government and other industry stakeholders to adapt to quick emerging trends brought about by evolving technology to enhance the hospitality industry, Adeolu added that there is the need to reinvent the hospitality sector by offering transformative experiences and lasting memories rather than just providing a place to sleep or dine.
We must consider collaboration and adaptability, which are essential traits for success in the ever-changing hospitality landscape. By fostering partnership with government and other industry stakeholders, we can create synergies that benefit every one of us. Furthermore, the ability to adapt quickly to emerging trends and technology advancement will be a defining factor in the industry's success. Embracing innovation like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and blockchain can unlock new possibilities and enable the industry, the hospitality industry, to analyze big data, deliver unprecedented level of convenience and personalization. To make the hospitality sector to soar even higher, telecommunications will play crucial roles by providing essential communication services that are integral to its operation.
Adeolu further informed the gathering that by placing the consumer at the center of the Commission's strategies, embracing sustainability and fostering collaborations, we can shape a vibrant future for the hospitality industry.
In NCC, what we do, which everybody should know by now, is that when there's an issue within the sector, we try to have an engagement with those who are in that sector and find a solution. We don't provide the solution. It is the people who are the consumers that will provide the solution. So we all know that data pricing is a bit of a challenge right now. But we can assure you, work is on the ground. I know that we're working on how to see how we can reduce the cost of data.
Sharon Ashinze, managing partner, Vetaline Synergy and host, said one of the key initiatives of the Commission is to boost access to telecommunications services to help the business set up with a capacity that will drive the technological growth of the hospitality industry. The Hospitality Business Summit is a two-day event put together to analyze the discovery process of investment and technology towards shaping the future of the hospitality sector in African economic growth, with a vision of making Nigeria stand at the forefront of this thriving sector.
You're watching Telecom Weekly, sponsored by the telecom regulator, the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. We now take a short break. Please don't go away.
Have you heard of the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC 622 toll-free number? Do you have any complaints about the services rendered by your service provider? Have you complained to your network provider? Are you dissatisfied with the way the complaint was handled? What are you waiting for? Call 622 NCC toll-free number. 622 is your last resort to complaint resolution. 622 is not available at weekends and public holidays. Take advantage of us so no one takes advantage of you.
From being limited to just phone calls and text messages, we'll take a look at the growth of the global system for mobile communication GSM since its launch into the Nigerian market in 2001. There is no gainsaying, therefore, that the GSM technology now serves as a tool for economic, political, and social interactions among people of all professions, ages, and status. Apart from making communication easy, it has also created employment for many. Our next story captures the journey.
In August 2001, Nigeria witnessed a transformation into telecommunications with the introduction of GSM, Global System for Mobile Communications. The impact and achievements of this technology are being recognized as instrumental in transforming communication and connecting Nigeria. Over the past 2 decades, GSM revolutionized the way Nigerians communicate, connect, and conduct business. With the expansion of network coverage to previously underserved areas, the technology has brought reliable voice calls, text messaging, and internet access to millions of Nigerians. This increased connectivity has played a vital role in bridging the digital divide and promoting social inclusion. GSM has been a catalyst for digital transformation in Nigeria. It has paved the way for the adoption of various digital services such as mobile banking, e-commerce, e-government, and digital entertainment. One of the most significant achievements of GSM in Nigeria has been the economic growth it has brought about.
The industry has done very well, not only by having impact on our individual lives and also in our socio-economic life, even in our development as a nation. I think Telecom has played a pivotal role in this regard.
Many of the services we're all enjoying today wouldn't have been possible without the GSM revolution. In the banking sector, you're talking about all these banking applications. You get alerts when you have credit on your account. You have emails. You have all those things. Without a good GSM network, it would have been possible.
The telecommunications industry has attracted sustainable investments, leading to job creation and the establishment of new businesses. The emergence of mobile money services has also spurred financial inclusion, allowing Nigerians to engage in seamless digital transactions and contribute to the economy.
The contribution of telecom industry to the economy, to the Nigerian economy specifically, based on the report by the National Bureau of Statistics released recently on the first quarter of 2023, the contribution of telecom industry was massive. According to the report, the monetary value contribution is about is over 2.5 trillion naira, and in percentage, it's about 14.13% to contribution to GDP of Nigeria. So, if you look at it, you can see that the contribution of telecom industry to our economy is massive. If you also look around, you can see anywhere you go, you will see people doing data. So many employment being generated in the sector. So, to some extent, telecom industry in Nigeria is contributing greatly to our economy.
In fact, telecom industry and informational services has added value to this nation. In the GDP, federal government has really benefited through the broadband services and the licenses to these telecom operators, MTN and the rest of them, internet services and the likes, you see. And secondly, they've contributed a lot and the economy and the ease of doing business. You will agree with me that virtually every sector of the economy now is on telecom platform.
Social development has been another notable outcome of GSM's introduction. Nigerians now have easier access to information, education and online platforms. The increase in the ownership of smartphones and affordable data plans have empowered individuals to participate in digital interactions, share ideas and engage with social media, further enhancing connectivity and cultural exchange.
The future holds much for us as a country and as a regulator. With changes that are coming up in digital space, we need to be on our toes to be able to meet the new challenges that the development of the industry or the technology development is bringing, trusting upon us as a regulator. For us, we've done well for the past 22 years. We knew where we came from, 450,000 lines to over 100 or close to 150 million lines now. So we've done reasonably well.
While acknowledging these achievements, it's important to recognize the challenges that have accompanied the growth of GSM in Nigeria. Some Nigerians who spoke with Telecom Weekly say network congestion, occasional service outages, and inconsistent service quality in certain areas remain a concern. Additionally, the cost of data and voice services, although reduced over the years, remains a consideration for many Nigerians.
GSM innovation in Nigeria, I would say, is wonderful. At least it exposed Nigeria to the digital world and brought about technological structure. And I guess there's been a lot of money spent. The NCC celebrated, was it 75-point-something billion investment in the industry. So we'll say it's a successful industry.
And I remember before you can talk to somebody, you have to write a letter and wait for, or use fax. Fax was now the fastest. But now we now have GSM, the mobile phone, as the case may be, that you can use to communicate easily, and it has been brought down to even the poorest in the society. So anybody can afford the GSM. So I think that's commendable, and that's actually connected the world.
It has really helped us because it makes life easier. Like I said, instead of you thinking of like transporting yourself to Gariki, Wuse, but on your phone you have your data, you can do your transaction within a minute and you're done.
In those days I had, because I was not there, I heard that communication was very difficult. Before you communicate to someone, you have to write letter, go to post office and all of that. But today, I can sit in my house, call somebody in UK, in America, anywhere.
Gone as those days when GSM came out, the service charge was 15 naira per minute, but now it's getting better.
Looking ahead, the future of GSM in Nigeria is promising. The government and telecommunications companies are committed to addressing the challenges by investing in network infrastructure, expanding coverage to underserved regions, and improving service quality. The rollout of 5G technology is also expected to bring enhanced internet speeds and a new wave of innovative applications. In all, whether it's in the voice segment or digitally, the Nigerian telecom sector has grown greatly in the last 2 decades, with obvious significant transformation as attestations. As Nigeria reflects on 22 years of GSM, it's evident that the technology has played a crucial role in the country's development, from enabling communication to driving economic growth and digital transformation. GSM has become an integral part of Nigerian society. With continued investments and efforts to overcome challenges, the journey of GSM in Nigeria is poised for further advancements and an even brighter future.
It is on this note we call it a day on this episode. Before we go, don't forget you can always be a part of this program by joining us via multiple social media platforms. For inquiries on this program, you can send a mail to telecomweekly@ncc.gov.ng. For further details on the activities of the Commission, visit www.ncc.gov.ng. Telecom Weekly is brought to you by the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. Until we come your way again next week, I am Oluwatobi Enito, saying bye for now.